My birthday is looming. Christmas Eve is my birthday. I have a gift and a message to the world. That is Tradocracy. Tradocracy is my advocacy. I'm bringing a crusade to create awareness about the needs and important to adopt Tradocracy for humanity. For the cause of humanity, as we know, evidently, democracy has failed us. Democracy is the most widespread system of government operated by so many nations, countries of the world. However, its basic tenets, the tenets of democracy, has not been actually astray or looked into properly. The structure of democracies, which are the three-arm system of government, the Electoral Commission, it practices has indirectly discriminated major population of a country from participating for electoral competition. And again, democracy as it is practiced has bred incompetency, people with questionable character to rule over the affairs of people. It's only in democracy a good system of government will always go for competency, not majority rule alone. Sometimes majority decisions could be wrong. And when majority decision is wrong, who suffers? It's the people that suffer. How could, in democracy, an individual, the president, appoints electoral emperor? Members of electoral commission in Tradocracy are appointed by the president. And president is a product of electoral commission. The president or executive appoints electoral commission members, police elections, finance elections. And president at the same time, we contest the election alongside with other candidates. That invariably will bring in ringing and pseudo-politics. Yes, a player cannot at the same time be a referee in his own match. President's Electoral Commission is under the control of president, a man or individual who is a participant of election, who is going to contest election. This action is vexatious, is completely unfair, to me it's immoral. And we call that government of the people, or we call that equity and equality in democracy. In Tradocracy, this new system of government, electoral commission shall be sovereign. Sovereign in the sense that government or president shall not appoint electoral commission members, shall not police election, and president or executive shall not finance electoral commission. That is why in Tradocracy, electoral commission is not part of government at all. It is described as a sovereign electoral commission. Parliament will not legislate or makes law for electoral commission in Tradocracy. Because when Parliament makes law for electoral commission in Tradocracy, they will make laws that will favor them or favor the executive. Parliamentarians are also product of electoral commission. These are the reasons why ringing of election, the structure and the foundations of democracy is faulty from its root. So when you look at the complete skeleton of democracy, you begin to agree with me is the worst form of government. Another grey anomaly is money tag by political parties for electoral competition. Laws should be made to protect the people, not to discriminate or harm the people, the larger population of a state. When laws are made to discriminate or despite the larger population of a state or of a nation, then what is the essence of that system of government? You begin to ask yourself question. An individual or a candidate that will rule over the affairs of people is being selected through questionable means. Today in Nigeria and some other part of the world, millions is used just to obtain electoral competition form, presidential electoral competition form. You don't have up to 100 million in some parties, you cannot obtain it. Rumor is even being peddled that the next presidential electoral form will go up to 300 million. Gubernatorial election over 200 million. The parliamentary election over 100 million. In one of the parties and in some parties. So does that mean that democracy is designed for the billionaires and millionaires? The billionaires and millionaires are small population of a nation, very small. How could a system of government democracy is structured to elect only selected few to govern the affairs of people? This is where Tradocracy comes in. Tradocracy, we correct all the ills, all the anomalies found in democracy. Tradocracy is structured into arms of government, sovereign electoral commission, and departments of morality. The new arm called the researcher made Tradocracy to be different from democracy. It is a unique arm of government that when operated, it will advance the cause of humanity. Yes, this new arm called researcher is a body of all professions. Profession of law, profession of health, profession of engineering, profession of military, all professions known in the States are inclusive of researcher. But this system is not found in democracy. Democracy only made a single profession of law, judiciary, as an arm of government at the expense of all other professions. Such action breeds inequality, vexatious, and annoying. All professions govern the people It's not by interpreting law that govern the people alone. Activities of man govern the people, and all profession cut across all profession. No one is superior to the other. Democracy most times preaches equity and equality, whereas its structures evidently proves that there is no equity and there's no equality in democracy, in all democracies of the world. You see, this new arm researcher is a body of all perfection and representative of researcher, the new arm in Tradocracy represent perfections, not state or senatorial district. It's only members of parliament that representative represent states or senatorial districts. But researcher representative represent professions. Theory of four professionals shall represent health professions. Theory of four professionals shall represent humanities profession. Theory of four professionals shall represent profession of military, profession of engineering, profession of agriculture. Theory of four professionals each, all profession known in the nation or state shall be elected to the House of Researcher for the purpose of harmonization of perfection and research. What will be better than that? You see, you see, elected members of the Heart of Researcher, called the researcher, are sent to the areas of their specialty to be involved in research for purpose of productivity. Once the research of these members of the House of Research have been concluded and approved by the House of Research, it is now mandatory for executive to make it into product for sales, for productivities, and for marketing. The executive shall be able to create markets for this product, and this will in turn bring in revenue to the government pocket. It will advance the cause of humanity. Such action of researcher will induce development, industrialization, improve security, and create good welfare for the people. Yes, because the mandate of researcher is different from executive functions and legislative functions. It has a unique function. The researcher arm is not found in democracies and is not found in any other system of government. Researcher functions as have enumerated. What would be better than that? What is sweeter than honey? To me, I describe it as honey. Because once products researched upon by members of researcher are approved by the House, it is mandatory on the executive to make it into product for marketing and for sales. Failure of executive not to produce it for sales and for marketing to attract an impeachable offense. No president would like to face impeachment. And because of that, do see induce fast industrial revolution, industrial growth. What would be better than that? The reason why there's quest agitations for sovereignty of some enclave in Nigeria, enclave that is so acclaimed brava, is merely due to bad governance. And this bad governance not only induced by the persons propelling the affairs of people, is not only induced by the president, but mainly induced by the structure of democracies. Because most third world nations or countries that are so endemic in corruption find it difficult to actually practice fair democratic principles. And as such, backwardness, underdevelopment, economic crisis is most time expressed in most third world nations. Democracies may slightly or better be managed by at least countries that are a bit morally upright. But a lot of third world nations that are engrossed in wrongdoings, in immorality, or that celebrates immorality as right, we find it difficult to advance the cause of humanity with democracy because the structure of democracy is faulty. But in Tradocracy, because the structure is rooted firmly, if you have a bad character, invariably the structure will directly remove you. As you know that electoral commission in Tradocracy shall be sovereign. Government do not police election, do not appoint electoral commission members. An individual that want to contest for election can freely go to sovereign electoral commission, obtain electoral competition form without paying money to obtain it. And campaign shall be organized by sovereign electoral commission. Candidates for elections are not allowed to use his or her own money for campaign. By so doing, there will not be class difference. This is done to allow inclusiveness so that competent individuals are allowed to contest elections. Imagine members of the House of Researcher, let's say from the aspect of humanity, let's say accountancy, public administration, business administration, and all that, even the aspect of us, they shall be involved in research to bring in new theories that will be used as programs and policies for government parastatals and agencies. And this will in turn promote development. Because when these theories are produced by each profession and is approved by the House of Research, such theories will be used as policies and programs for agencies of government and parastatals, even private agencies, to manage the affairs of humanity. Yes, whether the aspect of managerial science or complete humanity. And this induce sanctity, morality, and development in all areas of human endeavor. What will be better than that? Whereas the scientists in the House of Researcher are involved in discovering and inventions and their products being marketed to generate revenue for the state or country. What would be better than that? We should run away from wrong agitations. I am making a crusade, being that we have tried democracy and it's not working. There's no way in democracy a poor person or somebody from middle class who has even maybe invented a material we even have the money if such material is not sponsored or promoted by government or the rich. Ideas used in governance were impregnated or discovered by mainly people from humble background. Now the rich. Today we are using social media. Most of the social media were first of all discovered. The individual that owns social media, even Facebook, were one time people from humble background. It was at that level they discovered it. Before what they discovered started bringing them huge finances. They became billionaires. The level of impregnation of ideas that rule the world is most times common with people from humble background and middle class. Then you now rule out such major population from contesting. That is wrong. Yes. And therefore, urge everybody to analyze the basic tenets of Tradocracy and to promote Tradocratic awareness so that countries of the world will start operating it. I urge government, I urge Nigeria Parliament, I urge government of various nations to invite me to deliberate and to create awareness, to give them tutorials about the structures and everything about Tradocracy system of God, so that they will start implementing it. My name is Sir John Obumesi, author of Tradocracy. Happy birthday to me. Thank you very much for listening.